Dragic against Terry. And here's Harden for three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now Terry. Following the miss by Hassan Whiteside from deep. They get the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
He dialed that one up from long distance.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now here's Terry. Beasley kicks to Harden. Back to Beasley. It's hauled in by the Heat. The drive by Wade. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Wade's got 5.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off of teams, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Here is Harden. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time. You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Here's Dang. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
And Wade sends it back. And he recovers it. Harden, no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Dang for 3. Beasley with the rebound.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
There's Dragic with the 3. No luck. Good work defensively by Terry. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Howard, and he banks in the layup.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. And remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Miami. Houston also making some changes. Capella's checked in, and Monty subbed in for Michael Beasley. And yes, sir, that one drops.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And, you know, for the Rockets, a nice pairing with James Harden and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
Here's Dragic, and it's Miami with another.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
There's Green with the 3. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Green's got 6 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Passes it to Harden. And the wing jumper offline.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The basket's coming early and often. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
They've got Winslow. Richardson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Johnson in at the 4. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And the Rockets making a change here. Howard's checked in.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And the Heat call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Johnson. Wash comes in for Winslow. And it's Gerald Green in for Richardson. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Now Green following the miss by Terry from deep. Bosh misses.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Ariza has the open look. He nails it, and we're tied up. Ariza's got 5 now.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And again, it's the Heat. missing. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Houston moving it around. And Jones has it in the corner. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For Miami, they've gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Green dishes to Stoudemire. Green kicks to Dragic. From downtown, and that is good. He's got 7.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Houston. Now here's Beasley. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He made no mistake that Dwight Howard has got to be the focal point of their offense. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for them.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Jones with the screen on Dragic. On the wing, Brewer. No one near him. That's good. Brewer's got 5 points so far.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida. Remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor.
Clark, Corey Brewer was the 7th pick in the 2007 draft. He's never really reached that star caliber so many had predicted.
Yeah, you know, his offense has held him back a bit. He's a bit erratic at that end of the floor. Not a great shooter. Slashes effectively well. He's most effective in transition.
Indeed. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Luol Deng is checked in for Stoudemire. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Goran Dragic. Deng with the bucket.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.